Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Prophecy of Pendor. Now, when we left off, we had, well, just about escaped from Lord Malbert, or Count Malbert, or whatever his name was, but whatever the case, we are going to be hunting him down over the course of the entire series. We are going to make his life miserable, because he was the one that wanted to engage upon us. He was the one that was chasing us down ruthlessly, viciously, whatever you want to say. But, first off, I've headed over to Janos, because what we need to do is something rather peaceful, and that is, of course, to buy a bakery, I believe, as we can see here. 378. There we go. Now, I did sell my ironworks. That gave me 3,300 dinars back, so that's actually pretty good, I've got to say, because we only lost 200 dinars then, and hopefully that will be up and running soon. So, otherwise, we are just going to be selling our lame step horse, which we no longer require, as we already have 6 horses in our inventory, and, well, we're going to be carrying around quite a bit of loot in due time, of course. So, let's head into the tavern real fast. Ooh, Sir Roland is here. Ah. Ooh, Brother Randolph, hello. Yes, you actually do have books for sale. As you can see here, this might be a very nice thing to do. Obviously, as we can see here, we have already read this particular book, which gave us leadership. And what else do we have? Well, Silver Fox, that's going to be persuasion, I assume. The High Arts, not entirely sure what that's going to be, but maybe something like Weapon Master. No, surely not Weapon Master. It's probably something like, what would it be? I don't know, in actual fact. Advanced Engineering, of course, and not entirely sure what that is either, but whatever the case, they are a little bit too expensive for us right now. But what else does he offer? Of course, he offers this. I can show you where the hidden mines of Al-Aziz are located in exchange for rare Qualis gem. Well, I would love to be able to do this right now, but the fact is that I would like instead to use the Qualis gem for something completely different. There is actually something I do want to do, and that is, of course, to do this eventually, but we need another Qualis gem to actually make it worth it, in my opinion, because what's going to happen right now? Well, we're going to trade the Qualis gem, we're going to get the Mines of Al-Aziz on our map, but then we can't do anything else. So, that is indeed an issue, because we need another Qualis gem to be able to purchase or trade for a ruby weapon, or one of those other weapons, and then upgrade it. And that is indeed the problem. You need 3 Qualis gems to make this optimal, if you want to be optimal about it. Now, the one other thing that what I would like to do with it, which I've just recorded right now, is Quickfen. Quickfen at Laria, of course. We want to, well, obviously get the Nodder on our side, and then we can give him a Qualis gem, and then we will be able to buy weapons and armor from him, which would be fantastic. So, I'm not interested in the map right now, but maybe soon. I would also like to try and find Phineas, because he sells some potions for Qualis gems, so that might be pretty good too. Now, how much is Sir Roland? I don't actually know, but we're going to see. I am Sir Roland, sole paladin of the Dawn. My order's original mission was to eradicate injustice and lawlessness, that the goddess Astrea might dwell upon the earth once more. My fellow order members have forgotten their principles, and I have abandoned them to escape their misguided cruelties, though I still follow the goddess Astrea's injunctions to us. I was born in a village in the Empire. When I was 10, serpent cultists took my parents. I was studious as a boy, and with the help of our village priest, I made my way to Barclay to enter the Order of the Dawn. The Order educated me and trained me in both tactics and weapons. Now, however, my Order has outlawed me and put a price upon my head. I had to leave my order. I could no longer tolerate the crimes they perpetrated in Astrea's name. She came to me in a dream and told me I was her last true knight, and must guide the order back to its true purpose. I confess, I have no clue as to how to do it, particularly since they intend to burn me. Oh, well, that's wonderful, isn't it? Fantastic for him. My order also has proclaimed me a thief, since I took with me my order-provided armor, arms, and horse. Did you take your legs? I hope you took your legs too. Well, before I left the Order of the Dawn, I excelled in all aspects of my training, and was elevated to the rank of Paladin. They may have outlawed me, but they cannot strip me of the rank I gained by my achievements. I remain true to Astrea's teachings and the vows I swore to her. Well, we have much in common. And I'm hopefully going to be able to recruit him. But hopefully he won't be... What is it? 12,000. I'm just naming some random number right now, but we'll see. Let us now... We are in agreement then. My hand and word on it, sir. Do try not to judge my men too harshly. Oh, he's only asking for 8,000. Only. Yes, I just said only asking for 8,000. I think this is definitely going to be worth it. Don't you think? I have no idea, but surely. He must have some trainer skill, and Lethal Duran, we are still looking for him. We need to find Lethal Duran. Knights of the Raven Spear. I'd like to learn about your order. Oh, Mist Mountain Armies? Okay. Well, the students and scholars continue our most important work, that of academia. Well, there's... Oh, yes, I see. An order of mercenaries. Okay, so... yes, a little unfortunate. I'm still attempting to find the knighthood that will take my snake cult orders. And we are at Janos, so I was assuming that maybe that order would be the one. But... maybe have to go to Cez or something along those lines for that. So let's head on over to Ethos. We've spent quite a bit of time there. Oh, yes. Also, we do need to... Well, as you can see, we still have 53 units. We need to recruit a couple more. Not entirely sure if we're going to be going for Empire units this time, or if we're going to go for a more infantry-focused group, meaning maybe it would be a good idea to recruit a couple of Feardsvane units. It appears as though Alyssa, our Serpent Priestess, is... giving us a bit of backstory here. She says, I miss the Serpent Temple, with its undulating carvings and the quiet there. I also greatly miss my little pet. He was emerald color with silvery eyes and coiled about my neck like a necklace, more beautiful than any jewel. We spend our days in quiet contemplation of the greatness of Azidahaka, broken only by forays to obtain fresh sacrifices. I am sick of eating only bread, cabbage, and apples. Do these Pendorians grow no vegetables at all? Well, apparently not. Do we? Do we have any vegetables? Well, I'm not entirely sure, but we're going to take a look. Oh, yes, we should really visit our ironworks and get a bakery going on here instead. So let's head on over to our master smith. Hello. It would no longer be possible for me to continue operating. 3,300, thank you. And now let us speak to the guild master and we'll get a bakery instead. There it is, a mill and bakery. 504 dinars. Wow, that is insane. Well, there we go. It seems to be pretty nice, I have to say. And now let us check out the tavern. I still need to check the marketplace for some vegetables. I think we do have some. Or maybe not. Well, we're going to find out as time goes on. I have to be very careful not to actually spend too much money on companions and actually try to, well, live and to get our weekly wages perfectly fine. Oh, no, I really can't afford her, can I? She has really good armor on, though, and she's going to be an absolute beast in combat. Well, we have just gotten Sir Roland, so I don't think it's going to happen, is it? I mean, really? This guy, look at this guy. He's just an absolute beast. 77 HP, and look at his weapon proficiencies. He is just going to destroy absolutely everything in his path. He has 2 in trainer skill on top of that, and in general has a very even stat line. Now, unfortunately, we don't really have much more to do in terms of money, so I think we're probably going to be leaving Boadis there for now. And we're going to be leveling up our strength with Anson here. I think, are we? I actually have no idea. Well, yeah, I think strength a little bit more. Let's get some backup surgery? Some backup surgery, why not? In case we get taken out, Anson can fulfill the gap there. And he actually has more surgery than us now, so I suppose that is a good thing. And we'll go on over to Julia now too. Well, yes, she is definitely going to be wanting some more power draw, so she can potentially use the strange rune bow at some point. It's probably going to take quite a while for her to get there, but I feel as though it's worth it. And let's see, some more horse archery, thank you very much. And we'll get her some more archery as well. There we go. And Bertil the Lesser has also advanced in level, so let's get him sorted out too. Okay, well, we're all at an even keel right here with all of our attributes, and I suppose the only thing that is left to do is maybe raise our, well, I was going to say prisoner management. Ooh, that actually does reduce the chance of a lord escaping after battle by 5% too. We might actually want to get that more so that we can make even more money from ransoms. So we'll go for a little bit more in charisma just so that we can get some more leadership and trade. Trade right now is actually giving us a pretty worthwhile bonus. And we'll go for an additional prisoner management, at least for now. And then next time maybe we'll go for some additional iron flesh or something along those lines anyway. And what else do we want to go for here? Well, I think maybe some throwing skill, because we do have some throwing weapons, of course. And we are going to attempt to use them at some point. Yes, at some point. Oh, wonderful, isn't it? Yes. Okay, well, now Anson is... oh my goodness. Hello there. Ethos has wet winters and hot summers, but the people here build great cisterns to water their crops. Really? You're telling us about the crops? Well, we're going to be heading into the marketplace, thank you very much. And do we have any vegetables? It appears... oh, well, we have cabbages. She did complain about that. Well, whatever the case. We have some pretty sufficient space right now. And we're going to be heading on to Sarleon, because I would very much like to raid one of their villages if we can. Now, the only problem with that, of course, is that we have... well, a very small army, and as a result, we are probably going to have major difficulties in even, well, pulling it off. So we're going to see what happens. Maybe we'll be able to, but maybe not. So let's... oh, no. Okay, that is not going to be happening. No, that is not going to be happening anytime soon. Those Noldor Rangers, they definitely showed up at the right time, because if I had started that and then they were to intercept us, we would be in the worst possible position ever. Okay, so let's head on into... oh, yes, this is fantastic. Okay, so let us loot and burn the village. As you can see, Fyrdsvain coming right by us here. Hopefully none of the Sarleon vassals are in pursuit of them. If they are, then we are in a very bad spot. We might be lucky. Very lucky, in actual fact. Oh, so Roland is not liking that one bit. Of course he wouldn't. Okay, well, we're going to be taking all of this, thank you very much. Oh my, that is just fantastic, isn't it? Oh, yes. Okay, so let's just take that, and let's see, what else can we lose here? Well, we can lose a little bit of food right now. The grain only gives us plus 40 to party morale, so it's really not entirely worth it. So we're going to be taking this instead. There we go. That sounds good to me. And there's only 2 cattle here, so not really necessary, I would say. And, oh, it appears as though heretics have summoned yet another demonic army. Okay, I join forces with you to fight lawlessness and injustice, not to attack innocent villagers. Yes, we will not have that happen again. 8,000 dinars. I mean, Roland. That's your name. So, yes, let us now head on to Laria and maybe participate in the siege. I think it might be quite fun to do that, even though we are not going to be gaining anything from it. We might get some experience for our units, or should we just head on to Jatu lands? Or should we head back to Ethos, or maybe head on to Poinsbrook, see what we can do about selling things? Well, I actually have no idea right now. And, oh, yes, we did have that quest that we completed, didn't we? And we were about to hand that in. But we have advanced to level 15, because apparently that gave us some hidden experience, which I have to say is pretty cool. So, well, I guess we can get another point in charisma now. And we can do something else here. Well, what are we going to do? Yeah, another point in iron flesh I think could help us out quite a bit. And some more throwing weapon proficiency will be fine. So these guys right here, there's 48 of them. What does he have? 2 Sarleon Knights, 2 Halberdiers, Rogue Noble Knights. Okay, they're going to be pretty difficult, I feel. So, let's just make our way on, shall we? Let us make our way on to Jatu lands and maybe sell at Poinsbrook as well, as we would probably like to purchase a bakery there too. I think that would be a good idea. Oh, yes. Ah, that appears to be pretty bad. The Kingdom of Ravenstone has now declared war against the Fyrdsvain. Ah. Okay. Okay, well... okay, I don't know. I don't know what to do. So we're caught between a rock and a hard place right now. We seem to be in the middle of Sarlian territory, and we are, well, fleeing the Ravenstone as well now, by the looks of things. Thanks to our mercenary contract with the Fyrdsvain, of course. Maybe we should join the Ravenstone at some point. Well, it seems as though the Fyrdsvain are constructing a very strong defense, offense, whatever you want to say. Some people say, oh, good defense is a good offense, and so on and so forth, but it appears as though they may be overstretching themselves somewhat. That might be the case. Well, at least we are nearby to some of our Fyrdsvain friends there. Ooh, this could be good. He has 6 Knights of the Lion, though, but he also has some rogue Blackheart Squires, Brigands, and various other units that we could potentially rescue. So I think we might be doing some damage to this fellow. He's going to be running into Mowbray Castle, 100%. Yep, he is going to be running in there, but hopefully we'll be able to catch him. I don't think we are. Nope, we lost him just before he was able to get in. Ah, that is very sad. Very sad indeed. Okay, well, maybe we can find some Vanskury raiders instead then, and we are in friendly territory now, which I have to say is a welcome difference to where we were previously, that's for sure. So, yeah, let's see what we can do here. Well, there's a Vanskury landing. I would like to be able to potentially do battle with some of the units around here, but not these guys, thank you very much. Wow, they would destroy us pretty easily, I think, but they do have a rather large contingent of prisoners, which would be fantastic. And, oh yes, there comes yet another... Oh, no, never mind, I thought that was a heretic army, but it's actually a Melitene scouting force, which is aggressive towards us. So we need to be a little careful about that. So let's try to head on to Valenbray. We do need to sell our ill-gotten gains, after all. And we'll see what we can do there. Oh, it appears something else is going on here. Oh, the Kingdom of Sarlian is losing a couple of battles there too. Okay. So, what can we do? Well, we're going to be selling absolutely everything we can right now. Look at that. Look at the gain. That is just insane, isn't it? Wow. Absolutely fantastic. Wow, the horse merchant has absolutely no money, so we may as well just skip over him for now. Well, this is going to be impossible, isn't it? It's going to be absolutely impossible to actually buy anything here. Maybe they'll have our throwing weapons now. Maybe? No? Yes? No? No, it appears not. Not right now, at least. But, well, on a good note, he has a large amount of money. Okay, we'll sell all the wool as well. There we go. Okay, so we do have a couple of things left over, but right now not really necessary to, well, really worry about that, I suppose. And, yes, it will no longer be possible to continue doing this, and we'll head on to the Guildmaster and get a bakery. Yes, and that is 414 dinars profit per week, which is fantastic. Now let's head into the tavern, see if there's anyone here. I'm hoping for Phineas, or a traveller of some sort. So, Sister Mora, aha, here we go. Perhaps I will stay here a bit longer. It's regarding Vanskury raiders. I bumped into a person best not named 2 days ago. Ah, okay. Okay, yes, it's definitely not worth... Okay, not worth farming, apparently. So, I want to see where Phineas is. Oh, he's currently at a hidden outpost far from here. Okay, so I can assume that that is the hidden city of the Noldor. Yes, Ella Cray. If you've seen my old series, you'll know. But, now let's just head up here and see if there are any NPCs waiting for us. Ooh, there seems to be quite a few. Well, there's Leslie and Richard. I think Leslie is actually a free companion. She's primarily a trader, and, oh wow, she actually came to Pendor to buy Noldor artifacts, and she was attacked by some Jatu. So, let's just see here. Yep, she joins for free. Fantastic. And what does she give us? 5 trade. Well, we already have trade, so it's not necessarily worth it, but whatever the case, I think it's always good to have a backup just in case I get injured, which is no doubt going to happen more often than not. Ooh, these guys are aggressive towards us, and they have... Wow. Okay, let's do this. 3.5, 6.4, let us go. We must deal the damage against these fellows. If we can. Maybe. Yes? Yes, there we go. Thank you very much. So, This is going to be, I think, you know, I would love to just order my troops to attack without us, but I'm a little bit worried that because of the caliber of the unit, well, that doesn't really matter, you see, because when you order troops to attack without you, well, as far as I'm aware at least, you have a balanced chance of winning or losing, so it might be better just to order our troops to attack without us, but I think it would be kind of fun to get a little bit of battle in this episode, because we haven't really had any battles so far. We've just been doing a lot of, well, I was going to say kingdom management, but we don't really have a kingdom just yet. But we are preparing for it. We are definitely preparing for it, and the Fyrdsvain are, of course, weakening the Salian Empire. Well, the Kingdom of Salian, shall we say. And, well, don't really need to worry too much about taking anything just yet. We are in it for the long haul, after all. That is exactly how you're supposed to play Pendor, at least in my opinion. Don't really want to rush to anywhere, because, well, you can end up having a huge error on your back, and as a result, well, you're going to be in some pretty bad spots, as we've seen so far. I have been in some pretty bad situations. Now, let's see if I can deal some damage here. I'd like to be able to distract as many of them as I can. Obviously, yes. Obviously, hitting them would actually be a really good start. There we go. Okay, so let's hopefully be able to get a couple of kills here. I'd love to be able to get some kills against these. Whoa! That is some damage. 51. Wow. That fellow really knew how to hit. Oh my goodness. Well, that just shows if we still had 0 iron flesh, then we would have been killed instantly, but thankfully enough, we lived with a sliver of HP. And there's 1 renown, but we are able to now rescue these guys. Heretic Magnus. They are not the best. Far from it, in actual fact. They're not the best heretic unit, but they are, well, pretty high tier. And hopefully we'll make good use of them as time goes on. So let's get some, let's see here. Vanskari warriors, thank you. And we'll get some worshippers. And shall we get some Vanskari raiders or heretic minions? Well, heretic minions level up into worshippers, which is pretty good. And Vanskari raiders, they level up into Vanskari warriors, which are actually better. I think. That is better, yes. I think so, at least. I actually have no clue about their stats. I really should look at them more, but nevertheless, Vanskari Raiders it is. And we will now be heading onward. That is it. But we now have a full army once again, and all we need to do is level up a couple of these Vanskari Raiders and minions, and we'll be back to be, well, full fighting strength, I would say. And there we go. Okay, that is utterly pointless. We are not going to be taking any of those things right there. Ooh, okay, so Sir Roland does not like Alyssa at all. As you can see, my good Sir Captain, that pet snake of yours, Alyssa, needs its head cut off. She is insidious, and all the troops dislike her. We are in the business of killing snakes, not nurturing them in our bosoms. It makes me physically ill to hear her speak in that hissing manner she affects. I can scarce restrain my constant urge to kill her. I do so only because of my respect for you, but even that respect has limits. Okay, well, this is unfortunate. Alyssa was, what was it, 4,000, 3,000? Whereas Sir Roland was 8,000. She doesn't mind raiding villages, whereas he does. So I'm kind of a little bit worried, because I would love to be able to make Sir Roland a vassal when we become something else, king, and it would be fantastic if we could do that. Well, we can always recruit Alyssa again if she leaves. And, well, that would mean, obviously, finding her again, but hopefully she won't leave Pendor as a result. Okay, let's just... yeah, I'm sorry. I really didn't know what to do there. Sir Roland is just so much more expensive. That is the only reason I did that. But whatever the case, we will be ending this episode off here. And next time on Pendor, we will be... well, I assume expanding our horizons even more, and probably raiding a couple of Ravenstone villages, maybe even doing battle with a Ravenstone vassal. So I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.